Hi, Larry Buxton. Welcome to Leading with Spirit. I have to confess, I'm feeling a little naked right now. I'm without my glasses. I've worn glasses since I was 3 years old, so they're my lifetime companions. And because the only things I do without glasses are sleep and shower, my face is feeling sort of naked now without them. My eye doctor had been telling me for a couple of years about slowly growing cataracts in my eyes. I hadn't noticed anything different except some periodic strengthening of my prescription. But when in our last appointment, the best lens he could offer me didn't provide the focus and the clarity I wanted, we had the discussion again. And this time I listened. Long story short, I eventually opted for cataracts out and lens implants in, right eye first. And after this first procedure, I was amazed at the clarity my right eye saw. Colors popped. Whites didn't look just creamy, they were bright. And I'd switch back and forth between eyes, and I began to realize how my old eyes saw everything through a filter that was kind of the color of the wall behind me. Whereas in reality, the world is a very vibrant place. We always use vision metaphors, it seems, to talk about truth. You know, the Proverbs, I saw it with my own two eyes. What you see is what you get. Just open your eyes, man. Seeing is believing. But those Proverbs didn't take into account that there was something I couldn't see, something that was interrupting the path connecting you to my eyeballs, to my optic nerve, to my interpreting brain. And I really didn't know any clearer truth until I really began to let someone else speak, and until I risked believing him. Then I had a surgical decision to make, one that also took some courage. And sometimes it's a long road from, I don't need that, no way, through maybe later, to, all right, I'll think about it, and then to, okay, let's do it. Occasionally we cover that ground quickly. Some ground is rough going, and it takes time. In King David's biography, his first virtue to refine was patience, and the second was vision. And we're obviously pondering here the metaphor of changing your mind, adopting a new perspective. And the metaphor fits when you start therapy, stop drinking, enter anger management, change careers, make a religious or political conversion, plan a New Year's resolution. The question is, how do we come to see things differently and choose to change? Well, as I mentioned, my optometrist was a key player. I asked him for more detail, and this time I listened. And I visited an ophthalmologist, and I listened. And careful listening to another person is crucial to getting any new perspective. And so one day you hear your spouse not just complaining, but telling you something deep and honest from the heart, and you listen. Maybe a close friend over coffee, a performance review, an offhand remark, an imam or rabbi or pastor telling a provocative, penetrating story from an ancient book. Some gentle intervention by the grace of God tickles your curiosity at just the right moment. And we begin to get curious and open. And we summon up our courage. Coaches then are great people to help explore that dawning curiosity with you and what change might mean. And in that process, slowly the proverbial scales begin to fall and we see things in a fresh light. Even now, without my glasses, I can see that the first step in all of this is courage. The courage to be curious, the courage to listen, the courage to risk better. Actually, every one of the virtues that David refined in his life, courage, openness, humility, vision, integrity, surrender, they all come into play. These are what I explore in 30 Days with King David, and I've been inviting you to explore and develop those along with me. I think there's a lot more we can say about new ways of seeing. My own vision right now is still kind of blurry, getting better. But I can see that practicing the virtues of leadership brings us the reality of seeing more clearly. And when my new lenses arrive and I can see even more clearly, hey, you'll be the first to know. If you're watching this as a subscriber to Leading with Spirit, thank you. And if you're reading it, please visit my website, larrybuxton.com, where subscribing to a short weekly video on character and leadership is easy. And please let me know your thoughts and comments right here as well. Thanks, and God bless you, and I hope to see you clearly soon.